So, good morning. The best package in the world has arrived because, as hideous as it is, and I shouldn't be filming it, but I don't feel like people are honest enough on here, I'm going to have cookies for my breakfast. It is, what time are we on? Nearly 11 o'clock and I haven't eaten yet. I'm watching It's Sabrina on YouTube. I'm just about to do some makeup, so I should probably film that. But I'm going to eat these and show you because I always want to try and support my friend's small business, even though I really did not need cookies. I'm trying to be a bit better with food, but hey ho, you know, a friend in need and all that is a friend that will order cookies. But yeah, basically these just came. So I'm going to show you, if you haven't heard of Dunk Cookies, they are incredible. You should definitely go order. But she basically doesn't like banana, and we always get on at her like that we love the banana dip, and she's brought it back again, so I'm like, I had to buy some, otherwise I'll never get it again. So yeah, I'm going to show you what's in here. Olive is out on a little walk down to town with my auntie, so I've actually got a rare opportunity to get my makeup looking okay. So let me show you the cookies. That's what you're here for, let's be honest. Basically you get a bag of cookies if you want to order that, and then I got the banana and custard dip. Here we go.
You'll find products you love.
It is so good. Right, it's not the best angle in the world, but we're gonna crack on. Again, I was gonna give up vlogging today because, as you can probably tell by my face, I am so unbelievably tired. I can't even tell you. I have always had a good sleeper in Olive. The hair really needs some attention. Always had a good sleeper in Olive, but recently, is it sleep regression? I don't know. Is this what sleep regression is? She has gone backwards, and she always used to be able to sleep. I really need a better angle. This is... Right, this is not a better angle, but we're just going to go with it. I'm going to try and get some makeup done while I'm talking to you. I look like death warmed up, don't I? But I will link all the products, because if it makes me look half alive, you're going to want to buy these, right? Because, you know, saving your face. I'm just so tired. Look at me, like a walking zombie. So I feel like with Olive, and I really should have done my hair before my makeup because it's going to irritate me in this video. I can just already tell. Let's do that hair update actually before we crack on. I can't really show you, the angle's not great. I've got like a little halo of Ed the Duck hair, so that's good. So basically, what was I saying? What was I chatting about? Yeah, what she tends to do is she does sleep well. 7 till like 1 o'clock, she's like sound as a pound. And then what happens is she sort of wakes up and wants a feed. So we do that. And then from 1:30-ish, she is just, I don't want to say the devil, but she's the devil. She just cries and whines, like, but with her eyes closed. So she's not even awake for her dummy. But the weird thing is, the dummy's not in her mouth, like half the time. So it's almost like she wakes up, realises the dummy's not there, and then cries for the dummy. And I'm like, but you didn't need it because you were fine before. So I don't know what's going on there. But it's then like every hour on the hour until the morning. So that's fun. Hence why I just look like I need a good night's kip. But one of the things that I am struggling with, and oh, doing my nose reminds me I need to do a video. Maybe I can talk about it in a minute. Somebody asked me how you stop makeup breaking up on the nose, so I must remember to do that. But yeah, I just feel that one thing I'm really struggling with is, as a mum, and I don't know whether it's because my head is programmed business-wise. I wish I could be a little less business-minded sometimes, but whenever I get a free moment, like for example, Olive's gone out with my auntie now, so in theory I could sleep, or I could, you know, just chill out. But the sort of person that I am, I can't do that. I feel like that's a wasted opportunity. I feel like that is wasted time, and I realise that is that is actually really toxic, because I do need to rest and I do need to sleep, but for some reason I don't. And I just feel like I've always got something better to do, especially when I've got a bit of childcare, because I'm like, this is your time to like get stuff done. So I really annoy myself in that way. I'm very wonky, aren't I? I am sorry for the way this has been filmed. Do apologise, but it was this or nothing. So yeah, I feel like I need to rest, but I'm not resting, and I irritate myself doing my cream bronzer. I irritate myself for that reason, and I don't know why I do it. I do know why I do it, but I'm helpless to stop myself, basically, is what I'm saying, and it's annoying. So if anyone's got any tips on that, please let me know. Please do let me know, because I'm becoming quite irritated with myself now, because like I said, I feel like I'm running on empty, and like I feel like every minute should just be optimized. Is that like high functioning ADHD? I don't know. If you haven't tried the Chanel cream bronzer, you really should. And if you've got a fat face like me, a good tip is to obviously work it into the cheekbones and then sort of flick downwards. A lot of people do this, like back and forward, and you're just basically creating a horizontal line, and we all know horizontal is widening, so we don't want to do that. So yeah, imagine like your skeleton obviously dips there. It's the best thing to do. And then for double chins, I have no advice other than stop eating all the cake, Tiff. A lot of people say like they contour their jaw, and I'm just like, it doesn't work for me. I'd have to make my whole neck black. Just darken and shadow the whole thing. Right, what am I after next? Setting powder. Oh, actually, before I do setting powder, I'm going to try this new cream blush. Let's try it out together, shall we? Let's give it a whirl. You know, what could possibly go wrong today? Things are going so well. I just think I'm under a lot of pressure at the minute. I know a lot of mums are when they're on like mat pay and stuff. To make my new business work, to provide enough money, you know, maternity pay is so crap, especially for self-employed. And I just think I've got the pressure of that. I've got the pressure of weaning at the minute, which I know sounds silly, but like, I want to get that right. I just want to make sure Olive's life's like really enriched. Like today, I think we're gonna go take a walk to the park, so she can try her first ever time in a swing. I think that'd be quite cute. I like that cream blush. It's very minimal, but I will go over with a powder blush as well. So I'm just gonna put some setting powder on. Right, the lady that asked about separation of foundation on the nose, sorry to those of you that don't care, but to the one lady that does care, and it is a problem a lot of people get if you've got oily skin. I think I did ask her a question back to see what, it's very difficult to like generically like diagnose such, because I probably need to see what you're using, your skincare and stuff. But apply a primer on your nose, you know, the whole T-zone really, and then what you're going to want to do is try and do 2 layers of foundation. And I always put the first layer of foundation in with like a sort of dense brush. I use this one which is from BK Beauty, or I use this one which is really old from Sephora, and they're like very dense brushes, and you probably saw me like really stipple it in. And then you're gonna want to do a second layer of foundation, and then use like a beauty blender, damp one, to sort of pat it in. Then you're gonna want to set with some setting powder, which is just the most important step. I would say setting powder over primer if you're just wanting to buy one. You can really powder your nose if you want to, make it look quite chalky. You probably think, oh my god, terrifying, but it doesn't matter. And then I'll show you what I do at the end with setting spray, and that should hopefully make sure your nose, but a lot of us touch our nose, I know I'm a bugger for it, touching my nose without realising throughout the day, and it's actually probably my fault that my makeup moves, to be honest. So what are the plans for this weekend? I suppose I better chat a little bit more, otherwise this vlog's going to be rubbish. Yes again. Oh, I'm just dropping all the brushes on the floor. Right, so tomorrow I'm meeting a friend for lunch. She's actually going to a little psychic reading, so that'll be exciting. I'm really into stuff like that, so I actually recommended this lady, so I do hope that she's good. Otherwise it's on me. If she's rubbish and she doesn't get what she wants, I'll feel guilty. And then we've got in the evening, where am I going in the evening? Oh, my friend Brandon's birthday. It's actually his birthday tomorrow. Blush, 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 blush. Yeah, his actual birthday tomorrow. And then we're going for a curry. So I think I've vlogged about that. You probably would have seen in one of my vlogs. I'm just going to use an Estee Lauder blush to go over the cream blush. Yeah, basically it's a curry house in Bedford, and it's one of the nicest curries I've ever had. We've eaten a lot. We've eaten out a lot this month. I need to pack it in because it's not good for my weight or my pocket. So, oops. So yeah, basically, you probably notice I go over a lot with my foundation brush. I just like to merge it all in all the time, and the more you push your products in, the better. So now I'm on highlight, and then I'll show you how to set. Let's talk about the nose. So yeah, we've got curry, and then I think on Sunday, we've got friends coming over, just to see us and Olive. So yeah, it's gonna be another jam-packed one again. No relaxation, no chill time, but I love socializing, and it's my biggest problem. Like, I don't know when to stop, really. I don't know when to say no, just gonna spend a day. But then when I do spend a day like sitting in, I get really bored. So you can't really win with me. Right, so I was saying about setting your nose and stuff. I just use the Morphe. This is Coconut Bliss. The black one's also really good. Setting spray. God, that makes me feel awake. It's like rejuvenation. I'm gonna do a little eye look, I think, with my which palette am I gonna use? Don't know. I was going to use my Natasha Denona palette, but I think I'm actually going to use the Too Faced one and give that a little test drive. Yeah, let's see what we can do with this. I'm not going to do anything too fancy because I'm not actually really doing much today. But if you would like some makeup looks, let me know, because I used to mainly do that on my page, but not so much anymore. Right, I'm just going to go all over. Like I said, this is such a basic everyday eye makeup, so do not judge. Nice large fluffy brush. Yeah, I used to do mainly makeup looks on my channel and it never got any views. So I gave up. This is me all over. If something doesn't do well, I'm like, me, just give up. I'm going to go in with nude. Oh, pretty. Yeah, so I used to just give up, basically. When actually I should have just kept going. I've overloaded my brush. That's the #1 top tip, what I tell people not to do. When you first go in, it should look like that, not like that. Now I've got a lot of blending to do, got to make my work difficult. So yeah, what are you guys up to this weekend? Do you want to fill me in? Tell me what you're up to. The most annoying thing about doing makeup on camera though, one thing I've always said, in real life it looks really heavy, and then on the camera I'm like, why does it look like there's none on? So then I'm like, I'm stuck between either, you know, doing my makeup for the camera, which is all good, very well and good, but then I've got to go out like it, and I'm like, ooh, it's way too dark for me. It's a bit much. So yeah, this is just the colour Nude. Using this to carve. I'd normally use like a bronzer if I was just being ever so lazy. Make sure they match up now. But honestly, a good eyeshadow brush does all the work for you, and I've always been very passionate about that. When people are like, I can't do eyeshadow, I'm like, I bet you can. I bet it's your brush's fault. Don't blame yourself, huns. Probably your brushes. So yeah, bear with me while I blend this out. This is probably gonna have to be a what do you call it, fast forward. What is with me today? I'm so clumsy. I keep dropping my brushes. Like a little fast forward moment. gonna go with Warm Rose, which is like a pinky colour. I wasn't planning on going pinky, but that's what we're gonna do. Warm Rose. Keep that on the outer. It's quite pretty. A lot of the time with eyeshadow, I always think, just trust the process. You know when like you get halfway through and you're thinking, ugh, I hate it, taking it all off. Just keep going with it, and half the time you'll end up loving it. Clean brush now and help myself diffuse the look. Basically, secret to good eyeshadow is just blend, 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 blend. Right, so now that I've done that and I've softened it all up, I mean, they're very easy colours to blend anyway, to be honest. Nice and easy. I'm going to use on my finger, oh, I don't know, what am I going to do? This is, I get all stressed and I've never used a palette for so long. I used to have this palette. I'm going to use Rose Gold. Oh, I mean, this is a daytime look. What am I doing? And just pat that on my lid. It looks so cute. It's a nice colour. You get a lot more out of like your shimmery colours if you pat them on rather than using a brush, because sometimes you will lose like the foiliness of them. The foiliness, that's a good technical term too. Going in with Glistening Snow. Patting that on the inner. This is a bit much for every day. What have I done? Not going anywhere, that's the worst part. Take my highlight and go on the inner corners, and I don't know whether to go. Do you know what? I actually don't think I'm going to put any eyeliner on today. I was going to, but can't be bothered with that. So I think I'll just do mascara and little individual lashes. That'll keep it more neutral and natural. I'm just using the Charlotte Tilbury mascara at the minute. I don't actually recommend it because these are just little samples that I got out of a order that I placed. You know, when you can add little freebies. I don't really rate it that much because it smudges. I get quite sweaty under eyes and stuff, and yeah, it smudges. I'm not a fan. I've got the Kiko waterproof one that I use in my kit, which is great, but just the problem is, as much as I love waterproof mascara, as you can imagine, very difficult to get off. And I'm just one of these people, when I want to take my makeup off at the end of the night, I'm like, I just want it off, just want it off. Can't be bothered. And having a baby and stuff, like fannying on with that. So yeah, do I look a bit more awake now? I hope so. Oh gosh, I truly do not know what I used to do, A, with my time, and B, how I used to complain I was so tired before I had a baby. It's not saying that if you don't have a baby you can't complain of these things, but my god, this is the wake-up call that I desperately needed. Well, you know, not needed, but I grabbed the Kiko mascara. I nearly called it concealer then. Mascara that I was on about earlier. Right, single lashes, let's go. Just a few, nothing fancy. Just to try and make myself look a bit more awake. I do make myself laugh though, because like I say, where am I actually going? Where am I going? Sean, are you gonna take me out tonight? No. He's thinking absolutely not. Ugh. I don't even want to go out, but you know, you're like, I've done my makeup now. I feel like it needs to be some sort of occasion. Right, lashes. Lash time, honey. I am literally knocking everything over in my path. Where's my tweezers? It's nothing like a polished you know, makeup look is there that somebody sits down to do. I bet you're feeling so relaxed by this content right now. Like, it's very aesthetic and relaxing, isn't it? Right, I'm going to put my lashes on now, so I'm actually going to be quiet. You'll be grateful for this. Yeah, let's go. Right, my lashes are on now. I'm just gonna deepen up my brows because I went quite natural with them, quite light with them, because I didn't think I was wearing much makeup today, and then lo and behold, I've just gone and done a little eye makeup look. Whoops. Whoops. So yeah, nearly done, guys. It's nearly over. But I am struggling, I can't lie, I am struggling with the daily vlogging, because some days I just feel like, it feels like I don't have a day off. And obviously I'm doing work, other bits of work, and still trying to shut down Chunky Dunks. It's not like an overnight thing where you're like, I'm finished with it. You know, like when you leave a job and you're like, I'm done, you just leave. It's not like that. So there's a lot to do, a lot of admin, and obviously Olive, I'm supposed to be looking after my daughter as well. So just a lot, there's just a lot going on. And daily vlogging, I know a lot of people probably scoff and think, yeah, okay, that's hard. It is bloody hard. Newfound respect, not that I've never had respect for it, because I knew it was quite difficult, but it's not just the filming of it and thinking of ideas and stuff, it's that putting it together. Like, I actually fell asleep editing my last night's vlog, like, tragic. Sean had to wake me up. He was like, it's 10 to 12, why have you still got the laptop? I was like, dribbling. Right, time for lips, and then we're all done. It's very good that I'm making myself this rundown and tired, but when will I learn? Right, I'm going to use the Charlotte Tilbury. Do you know what, like, this is another thing that I find. Hang on, I'll tell you after I've done this. I know that gaming and stuff is a bit of a waste of my time, because I could be spending it elsewhere. But I find a bit of Fortnite is just so good for me, so relaxing, because I think it's time that I'm not on my phone, do you know what I mean? And it's time that I can just sort of zone out and just think about enjoyment. Right, the battery is flashing. I'm going to put my is it Nabla? I can never say this. Eclipse Nude, one of my favourite new lipsticks. On. It's a little bit drying though, and I've got very dry lips at the minute, so I normally pop, I think I've got any up here, some lip balm on with it, but today I'm just gonna have to go as it is. So yeah, that's it. That's the look of the day. Like I say, if you would actually like to see makeup looks on here, do let me know. I'm going to transform my hair now so I don't look like Hagrid. Yeah, let me know if you'd like to see some makeup looks. I've been getting a lot of requests on my business page for makeup lessons, which is something I'm really going to get into. And on that note, isn't life just so much better with a tan? Even if it is fake. I'm going to go now and charge my battery and have some lunch. Thanks for sticking with me for like 25 minutes while I do my face. Hair is straightened. I've twisted it into a little bun, because then I feel, this is going to sound mad, but I always feel like straight hair, really straight hair, does not suit me. So I like to like roll it back up once it's been straightened, so it gets rid of like the frizzies and the nasties, and then it makes it sleek, but then I've got texture to it and movement. Does that make sense to anyone? Right, it's lunchtime now. I'm going to go sort myself out. I'm going to try Olive on some scrambled eggs. I tried on a little tiny bit of it maybe 2 weeks ago, and it didn't go down well, and I'm kind of still not hopeful that it will. I've put in a tiny little bit of butter because this is also for Sean, and then some of the Jersey milk, which has got quite a bit of cream in it. I thought it would taste nice. Resisting the urge to add loads of salt and pepper to it, obviously, for obvious reasons. Bad news, we was about to set up the, oh god, I would really not suit short hair. We're about to set up the paddling pool. Sean bought a universal pump. Pump is not universal, so that's a fail. I promised Olive that she could go in her paddling pool, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen today. I need to show you the updates once I've made the scrambled egg of the playroom, because it's looking quite good now. Back up, I'm just warming up some cheesy pie with veggies, because I thought of all the pouches she's got, this would actually go alright with scrambled eggs. So just as a backup, if she hates it, I don't want her kicking off.
You have seen it.
Here we go.
Nice full cream milk, nice in it.
Well, I can't wait to watch her gag. Everyone's waiting to see what she does. You ready? Oh, I was just slaved over that. Oh, she did no gag. Oh. Kind of no gag. Do you like it?
Nice.
That's not
Well, yeah.
bad.
Daddy's in as well.
Oh, I'd have that again, yeah. Last time she had eggs, she did gag.
More substantial.
And,
Oh, you're more used to texture now.
Where's
Okay. Think she likes
Look,
it.
Very good.
Daddy's got egg
It's
too.
so good for
Oh, I love eggs, yeah.
Apparently
they're supposed to be good for your cardio, like your
They
heart.
are, they're good for, you know, and it...
You like it, Olive?
They've learnt in their things, you know.
Well, I think it was a hit. Would you dine here again, madame? Would you like to leave us a review, TripAdvisor review? Would you like to rate our plate? There's only a little bit of egg left, and I can pretty much guess who's going to end up with the eggy, can't I? I think it's going to be a girl named Grace. Do you want some egg, Grace? I think she does. Well, one man's trash is another's treasure. And you had enough. Shall we end it with a little bit of dessert? Shall we have a little bit of fruit? Why the heck not, eh? Since you've been such a good girl. Such a good girl. Yes, you have. You've been such a good girl, haven't you? Right, let me get you some fruit. Right, we've just got back from the food shop. We did take Olive. It was successful. She didn't scream, didn't cry too much, so it was all right. It's absolutely sweltering. 26 degrees, my car said. I went to Morrison's and I also went to Aldi, so there's a bit of everything. So let's begin. So I know you love the food shopping haul. I got 6 eggs. I got from Morrison's some salted potato snack sticks and some cheese balls. Pretzel thins. You know by now we love, 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 love. Oh, the sun's gone in. These chocolate biscuits, we annihilate them. It's a good job they're all really healthy. 3 cheese bloomer, which we will have to eat today, otherwise it will taste rubbish. I hate bread the next day when it's fresh. We've got some burger buns, we've got some brioche hot dog rolls from Aldi, some unsalted butter because I still need to do some baking, some Lurpak and some clover. I got some of the tomato mascarpone sauce. Got these for when we do a barbecue, red Leicester and chilli jam slices. Oh, Sean, I need to show you these. You'll like these. Come here.
Nice.
Yeah, they're basically for Sean. I got some mild cheese and some mature cheese because I want to make a macaroni cheese. I haven't done that for ages. I really fancy it. I got 2 of the halloumi burgers, which I'm still obsessed with, from Aldi. Cheese spread, mixed tomatoes, corn on the cob. I'm going to try the peri-peri chicken breast this time, and then got 2 of the Cajun that we always have. Bananas, cheese sauce, got some buffalo mozzarella, which is amazing, from Aldi. 3 big potatoes to make homemade chips with. 2 white onions because all I've got is red. A garlic bulb, some more biscuits. I got some of these. I've got another one of these in the car for the unit. So I got lemon and then I got the tropical blast. Got some pineapple juice to make some of the TGI Friday sauce with again. Got 2 of the iceberg lettuce, the shredded one from Morrison's, my favourite. Macaroni, as said before, to make macaroni cheese. Got an enchilada kit, which I always think is a bit of a waste of money, but here we are, we buy it every time. I got some of these. I've only ever had these in the red. I've never tried the yellow one, but I can imagine they'll be much sweeter and nicer. Then I got tons and tons of the tropical bottles. I think we've got 6 in the end. They're on the island as well. Got some Coke, some milk, some, filtered milk so it lasts longer, some bleach, and then I got sweet and salty popcorn, and then lots of nice things for Olive. So for Olive, I got banana wafers, I got blueberry wafers, she's got pumpkin, broccoli and sweet corn, which she's never tried before, chicken roast dinner with a stuffing. I think Sean might try and nick that. We got her some fish pie because my sister-in-law was like, her daughter Rose absolutely loves it. My niece loves it, so I'm going to give Olive a go on that. Pray for me with the nappies. I just got some strawberry yogurt, apples and banana, strawberries and apples when I mix them in with her porridge in the morning. And then this is like such a cheat. I always make my own pasta sauces, but for lunch sometimes you just want something quick and easy. Like today I haven't eaten any lunch and I'm starving. And what's the time now? Is it like
Just gone 4.
just gone 4 and I've still not eaten? So days like that would be great. So a little stir in Dolmio sauce, which I've loved forever. And I think that is everything. And now we're going to go through the fridge and clear all of the drawers out, because we've got rotten fruit and veg, you know how it is. So yes, that's my food haul. I'm looking very shiny, very sweaty. I'm going to put it all away now. Worst job ever. Sean is feeding Olive her cheesy bean pie. Are you going to have dessert too? She's looking at these, because these are going in the sterilizer. You know, you've just like, you've seen them go in her mouth, drop on the floor one too many times. So in they pop, in they go. Germs be gone. I actually don't even know. At what point do you stop sterilising bottles? Because I feel like, yeah, it's a bit pointless. I'm gonna make some mac and cheese now, and I've got like a cooked chicken breast from MS to use up, so I'm gonna put that in there as well. And then I'm gonna put it under the grill with mozzarella, which also needs using up, and it's gonna be delicious and very fattening, I'm sure. So gonna make some, I haven't had macaroni cheese in forever. Oh, by the way, this is the where we've got to with the pool. Not very far basically, no waters in it, but at least it's pumped up. Good girl, Olive, that's it. It's her first time having some of these little banana wafers, and we think we approve. She much prefers it when I hold it for her, but she must learn. Is that nice, Olive? Look at the little arm on the side, like cruising. Is it nice? As always, this one is never too far, waiting for the drop downs. Is it good, Olive? Clever girl. Great coordination. You're doing great. You're doing great. That's it, get it all in. Don't forget to chew. Olive, was it yum yum? Little Olive. Oh, it's all stuck to your fingers. Oh dear. Oh dear. She doesn't like it. Where did that go? Oh God. Mummy, help. Oh, have you had enough? I think she's had enough, guys. Oh, get off. Right, this is a real cheats macaroni and cheese, because normally I would do it from like a roux, but I'm really tired today. I don't know if I've mentioned that I'm tired. So I'm just going to use some of the cheese sauce and literally plop it in. Lovely. Just saves you making like your buttery biscuit base. And then I just chop up like half a block of mature cheddar into little chunks. I mean, it is better if you grate it, but who has got time for that? Loads of salt, loads of pepper. Sometimes a bit of parmesan. If I've got roasted garlic, even better. It makes amazing mac and cheese. But this does a really good mac and cheese, can't lie. A little knob of butter sometimes as well works a little treat. So I'll do it and then I'll show you at the end. So please ignore that I've got Zoella's vlog in the background. So chunks of cheese are in there. Like I say, it's better if you do grate it. My pasta is on, probably done way too much. Cheese sauce, butter, salt, pepper, and I think that's it. That is it. So melt that all, mix it all together, and then I'll come back. I'm laughing to myself though, because it's reminded me of that thing, that meme that I saw not long ago, where it was like, one day you're hip and cool and the next minute you're having a favourite hob. And it's so true. Like, what is everybody's favourite position on the hob? Mine is here. I normally use here, but I've outed myself now because I've just scoffed. I've eaten nothing apart from cookies at breakfast, and now I've had a little Tunnock's biscuit. So I'm very excited for my dinner. But this is my favourite here. This is will always be bottom left. It's almost my favourite. And then it's this one. Then it's that one. Then it's that one. Please let me know what yours are. Or am I just freaking weird?